Hi guys, this is me, Rusty78609, just taking a short drive. This is a back road of Texas you'd never find. It's it's not too far from the little town of or community of Buchanan Dam, but I lived out here one time. I had an RV parked out here. I'll show you where it is in a little bit. But this road here is called Cortez Trail, and when it turns left up here, it becomes Old Spanish Trail, and it's just a little, I don't know what you'd call it. It's a little lake neighborhood near Lake Buchanan, and it's got some nice brick homes, and then right next to some of them you'll see an old run-down mobile home, and but it's really a private little place, and it's kind of up, even though it doesn't look like it here. As we make this turn to the left, it kind of goes up a hill a little bit, and where I had my RV parked there, it was just the most beautiful sunsets. And see, this is Old Spanish Trail right here. Not that that matters. It's a back road of Texas, and I'm just burning daylight. What it is, there's a little cafe gas station not too far from here that has breakfast sandwiches or croissants with bacon, egg, and cheese. And after 10 o'clock in the morning, if whatever they have left over, they'll sell you for $1 a piece. And I've gone in there before and bought as many as 7 and eaten one and frozen the other 6. So that's what I'm waiting on this morning, like a little predator, to go by there and see if they have any. But it's about, they don't have them. Every now and then they do, but not often. But anyway, I'm just cruising around. This is just a little back road. I thought I'd break the chain of events of showing videos from my RV. But I have walked this road many, many times. This was back, let's see, this would have been in I guess before I went in the Peace Corps, so it would have been in the early 1990s. And I had an old RV. I don't know, it was a pretty damn old one too. And I was changing my life. I had gotten a divorce, my last one, in 1987. My third divorce. I was married a total of 12, 18, about 20 years. I was married a total of about 20 years to 3 different women. And anyway, but I was getting my shit together up here. But it was a beautiful place. It worked. It was a nice little spot. It had this little community of a permanent population of about 800 people, maybe, yeah, I'd say around 800. They have 12 bars. 12. That tells you something, doesn't it? And I've been in and out of every one of them. I used to think they'd close if I didn't make it by there by 5 o'clock. Oh, a fool and his money are soon parted. And there was no bigger fool than I was. Up here on the left, you won't be able to see much of it, but this white fence on the left, just past it on the left, that used to be all vacant land when I was up here. And up on a hill on the left there was some property 2 old women owned. They were from Houston and they had retired up here. One of them was a teacher One of them was a barber. And anyway, I rented a place from them. They had a place to park an RV. And I lived there. And those old women would cook for me. Oh, I sure enjoyed them. They're both dead now. They were sure good people. They had a big old round tree stump right out. Well, it was in the garage, but it was at the far left-hand side, just as you came in the garage. And after I got through drinking in the evening, I'd get home. I never was out too late. I'd get home about 10 o'clock because I didn't have enough money to stay out too long. And anyway, I'd always check that old, what I called a chopping block, because about 4 nights out of 7, they'd have something out there for me, and they put it in these little containers that you could microwave. And I'd come home sometimes and I'd have a plate of cornbread and beans, or they'd fix me a hamburger or something. Oh, they were good people. In return, I'd mow the grass and do different things. And if they traveled, and they did a little bit, not much, but when they left the place, they had a water system there that had to be maintained, because their water system supplied water to about 5 homes. And anyway, when they would go, I would go check the water system for them. The reason I'm stopped here, this is a main highway. I'm heading on left here to try to arrive at my spot right at 10 o'clock. Right now it's 9:51 a.m. Central Standard Time. And anyway, I'll get there pretty close. But this is coming into the little community of Buchanan Dam. I know I've showed it to you probably half a dozen times. But it's just a nice little pleasant community. There's very little traffic normally. Sometimes this is Highway 29, and it's a pretty major thoroughfare here in this part of Texas. But Buchanan Dam doesn't have a lot going on. There's a bar there on the right called Fuzzy's. That's one of the oldest ones up here. This place on the right here, it says Tomatoes. And what he does, he's pretty good. He grows tomatoes right there and sells them. But he gets a premium for them. I mean, they're organic, I promise you that. Gasoline up here is $2.19 a gallon for regular unleaded. Place back there on the left called Tamale King. They started out up here about 15 years ago selling tamales out of a little booth on the side of the road. Now they got a restaurant. First time I bought tamales from them, they were $4 a dozen. Now they're $12. But they're a meal. 2 of them make a meal. Here's the little old place up here on the left that sells my breakfast sandwiches. I'll pull in there and then I'll end this video. This is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, just cruising around. This is it right here. This is called Indian Hills something. I got it in my phone contacts. They sell Hunt Brothers Pizza, and the best pizza, it beats the hell out of Pizza Hut, Mr. Gaddy's, all of them. Domino's. It's $10 for a large with everything. Anyway, this is it. I'm going to go in and see if I can get me some groceries. And y'all have a good day. I will. Adios, amigos. Thumbs up. Adios. Carpe diem. Bye-bye.